But let me double check. But the install is pretty quick. I can do it one more time. Actually, that'd be good because I can show you how to wipe out the DNN instance.
Yeah, do that.
Yeah, I didn't download it. All right. So, what's it take to wipe out a DNN instance? First thing is to restart IIS. I have this nifty little batch file here that I use because it makes sure you don't have to do anything crazy. It just makes sure no matter what, boom, everything's done. All right, it'll take just a moment. And if you don't do that, you won't be able to delete all your files in your file system. All right. So now I'll be able to delete all those.
So while you're doing that, as a developer,
And I delete my...
I came from a traditional, I created my own XP pages and everything like that, and then this job I got, they're using DNN, and what it looks like to me is, DNN uses, like I said, the default .aspx page for all the portals, right?
Yes.
It's like a generic page where then you're basically creating user controls to format that page. And they have different content panels and stuff like that.
Yes. Yeah, basically there's one page in the entire DNN installation that's default ASPX. All your contents, period, well, except for if a module does something different, is held in the database. And the skins give you the ability to change the appearance of mostly everything.
And you have different level skins too, right?
Different levels. Well, yeah, you can change the you can change per page which skin's being used. You can change the skin across the entire module, but I'll go into that skins in greater detail in the next session. All right, so let's go here, and I wanted to install 483, and then it was going to be 484.
With the skins, there's also a lot of websites out there that you can download free skins.
Absolutely.
If you're not familiar, you're not really good with, trying to create them, or you're just like, I really like that, I don't want to spend the time on it.
Yeah, that's a good point. If you're not a designer, just go buy one. No big deal.
You don't even have to buy it.
Oh yeah, sure.
Free.
Well,
skins.
Not all the free ones are high quality. He just mentioned DNN Skins. That's done by Nina Myers. She's excellent. That's one good one, and most of the other ones only have one or two good free skins to choose from. So if you get a free skin that's of quality, chances are you're not going to be the only one with it. That's the only thing about that. Okay, so I just dropped that in there. So I'm doing this fast on the fly. Superfly. Got my database permissions. Just make sure. So if I wasn't explaining it, that's how long that would take, right? And I'll go through the admin and host thing after I do the upgrade. DNN Skins is a good one. Tyler Fawcett has a very good free skin called Tranquility. It's beautiful. I use that one actually. I use a modified version of that one for my blog. Who else has free skins? I can't. Well, I got free skins. Can't forget about me. I got some free skins. I don't go to the free ones very often anymore. I can't remember if I put it on my slideshow for the next presentation. We'll see. There we go. I'm going to do this pretty quickly. And even though I'm pretty sure I did this, I always do the checks just in case, because I don't want to redo it.
Oh, where's your sunshine adventure?
It's underneath the clock. All right. So if you came from previous versions of .NETNuke, this stuff is just, like the holy grail. Being able to go through this wizard. Before, when you had to go through this and you ended up figuring out, oh, I forgot this step. Oh, okay, I'll go ahead and I'm going to have to start over again. That starting over again happens a lot. It was often very, very awful. Oh, I did wiped out that last DNN instance pretty quickly without explaining it in greater detail. Did anybody have any questions on that? Did anybody miss anything on that? Basically, all I did is I restarted the IIS. Or if you're running on Windows Server 2003 or something, you can restart the application pool. Then you can delete your file system, delete all the files. All right. And this is if you're wiping it out. If you're not wiping it out, make sure you back up. All right. Okay. And then in the database, I went ahead and deleted the database. Now, if you're using SQL Express, you obviously don't have to worry about that particular stuff. So that's easy enough, right? That's 2 steps to get rid of it. I can tell you I'm probably better at that than anything else. I didn't check.
Is everybody in here running a DotNetNuke installation, some form or fashion?
I think a couple are. Everybody else is kind of dabbled in. Actually, I'll leave that there so you can see the message. She was falling asleep over here. Top there. Am I really that funny? Yeah? I mean, that's a reflection. Oh, sorry. I got a good ringtone. I'll wake you up. All right, here we go. So that was pretty quick, right? So if you've done this a few times, I just literally got a slide up in minutes, just like my slideshow said, right? There we go. Okay. So at this point, oh, you know what? Let's go here and make sure I don't go out of order. Okay. Steps to upgrade DotNetNuke. All right. So the first thing you want to do is back up your site and database. All right. So that's very important. Now, if you're using SQL Express, I don't believe you need to. Oh, you need to take a copy of the file, right?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I make sure you don't overwrite it.
Exactly. All right. So I don't use SQL Express that much.
Can you go into this, the difference between Express and regular SQL? I don't understand.
There's some small limitations on SQL Express, and there's some things that people think are limitations that actually aren't. Like for instance, we thought there was you couldn't have it deployed, but our friends in the back there have found out that you can actually deploy it. So what was thought before was that SQL Express it had to be part of on the same web server, and it doesn't need to be. One of the other things is a file size limitation. I believe you're constricted. I don't remember what the file size is, but you're constricted to a certain. I think it's 4 gigs or something like that.
It's 4 gigs per database.
Per database. And another difference is not between those, but another thing is if you're in a shared hosting environment, a lot of hosts right now are not allowing you to use SQL Express anymore because it's resource intensive. Okay. Anything else?
Now, the way you said that, can I have multiple databases behind .NETNuke?
Not for the .NETNuke installation itself, for a single installation, but like for instance, the site that I deal with the most with ResHub, what we have is we have a database for all of our business logic data, and we have a database for .NETNuke.
Well, that's what I'm getting at.
Okay.
One that runs the site, so to speak.
Yeah.
But if I want to be able to have customers get to an area where they can get me information and update information, I can have a completely separate database from that module.
You can, and there's more than one way to do that. In fact, what I would end up doing is porting data over to a database and leaving .NETNuke out of that. So you can write an SSIS package to keep